freshman, Kinley McCaffrey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the 2019 SCAC softball tournament here on SHN Sports. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer for starting lineups.
A freshman, number 22, Izzy Ritchie. A sophomore, number 25, Lexi Schaefer. A junior, number 27, Lindsay Lugue. Now let's meet your Game 7 starters. Leading off and playing right field, number 3, Tori Montemayor. Batting second, the center fielder, number 17, Jordan Farber. Batting third, the first baseman, number 24, Caitlin Kofer. Batting cleanup, the designated player, number 13, Katie Briccarelli. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 9, Maddie Mefford. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 7, Caitlin Francis. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 12, Kylie Nixon. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 4, Celeste Silvas. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 10, Andrea Hearn. And at the flex, the pitcher, number 19, Bailey Meyer. The Pirates are coached by Angela Frobase. She is assisted by Karen Tennis, Rachel Longoria, and Chase Hopel. And now let's meet your Game 7 non-starters for the home team on the scoreboard from Seguin, Texas. A junior, number 2, Rebecca Snow. A junior, number 3, Kayla Oliveira. A junior, number 8, Erica Garcia. A junior, number 14, Delaney Cipolla. Sophomore, number 15, Haley Padilla. A sophomore, number 17, Michaela McHugh. A freshman, number 20, Sarah Metzer. Senior, number 21, Kylie Murdoch. Junior, number 22, Kelsey Stone. Sophomore, number 24, McKay Bloxham. A junior, number 32, Jordan Bishop. A freshman, number 33, Amanda Morgan. Junior, number 37, Bianca Serta. A junior, number 44, Lauren Myers. And a freshman, number 77, Cassidy Myers. And now for the starters. Leading off, the center fielder, number 26, Kelly Jordan. Batting second, the second baseman, number 5, Casey Martin. Batting third, the shortstop, number 30, Casey Roach. Batting in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 10, Madison Case. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 12, Casey Maddox. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 6, Chastity Rains. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 16, Skylar Ouellette. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 7, Deanna Hernandez. Batting ninth, the designated player, number 4, Kaylee Chatham. And at the flex, the catcher, number 9, Alyssa Cantu. The Bulldogs are coached by Wade Wilson. He is assisted by Dennis Minow, Olivia Van Hook, and Ed Zarzel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to another edition of the 2019 SCAC softball tournament live on SHN Sports. I'm Rob Hipp. Carl Schoening will be chiming in from time to time. Nathan Hyde operating the board for us here this afternoon. We're live on the campus of Centenary College here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as we're about to get started here in this ball game. It is game number 7, originally scheduled for a 3 p.m. first pitch, but due to other games running a little bit late, we're going to start this one here in just a few moments. It is the first seed Texas Lutheran Bulldogs versus the second seed Southwestern Pirates. Of course, Texas Lutheran from Seguin, Texas, and Southwestern from Georgetown, Texas. Seguin just right in between Austin and San Antonio, and Georgetown 26 miles to the north of Austin, Texas. Southwestern is the oldest university in the state of Texas, chartered in 1840. We're excited to bring you this ball game here again on SHN Sports. The Texas Lutheran Bulldogs under head coach Wade Wilson, their last game in the tournament, they defeated Schreiner 10-2. For the Southwestern Pirates under head coach Angela Frobase and assistant coach Karen Tennis, they defeated Centenary 3-2 yesterday. We had that call again right here on SHN Sports. Wanted to remind you, please subscribe if you're watching this. Well, if you are hearing me, you are watching this on the YouTube stream. Make sure that you click that subscribe button and also enable notifications, and we will make sure that you are able to stay up to date with every broadcast here of the 2019 Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference Tournament. For the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs, they will be on the defensive side of things first. So leading off here in the top of this inning will be the right fielder, number 3, Tori Montemayor for the Southwestern Pirates. She's had a great tournament here for these Pirates. Pirates second seed, finishing second in the SCAC. On the mound is Chastity Rains for Texas Lutheran, the freshman with a .5 ERA. Montemayor, a right-handed batter, the first right-handed delivery on the way, and out of the zone for a ball, early count 1-0. A hot afternoon here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Montemayor stands in the center of that right-handed batter's box. Right arm windmill delivery. This one again outside, 2-0. These Pirates played TLU 4 times this season. They took one of those games. Another one, as I was talking to Glenn, the assistant SID earlier, was a close one that Southwestern lost in the waning moments. Next delivery on the way, in the zone for a strike, 2-1. As I stated earlier, a little warm here in Shreveport, Louisiana, 83 degrees. The high may get up to around 84. The winds blowing out of the southwest at 13, gusting to 20. Next delivery on the way. This one curved too far to the outside. Ahead in the count now is Tori Montemayor. She's got her options here on a 3-1. Well, with those winds blowing the way that they are, you've got a 10-foot fence here at Centenary Softball Complex. But with the winds coming from the south, this really makes it a pitcher's game. Rains, the next delivery winds up to the inside, and a leadoff walk for Tori Montemayor. So the sophomore from Pearland, Texas, will reach on the walk to first. It'll bring up second in the order the center fielder, number 17, Jordan Farber. And actually, yep, she's wearing 17. Just wanted to make sure we had it right. Farber, a left-handed batter for the Southwestern Pirates. Rains winds up, delivers here. This one, placed the bunt, reaching over the sacrifice to second. But Farber is out from Rains to Cates over at first. But she does sacrifice Montemayor over to second. Again, Rains in the circle for Texas Lutheran. Alyssa Cantu, the catcher. Cates over at first, Martin at second, Maddox at third, and Roach, the shortstop. From left to right, it's Hernandez, Jordan, and Ouellette. Third in the order, the first baseman, number 24, Caitlin Kofer for the Pirates. Back to a right-handed batter. Rains delivery. A little close to the inside. Early count, 1-0 on 1 out. Caitlin Kofer, a junior from Tomball, Texas. As she averages .392 in her 38th game. 126 that bat. This delivery chops it over to first, and unassisted Cates. That will advance the runner, though, over to third. So Cates makes the tag on the bag for the second out. It'll bring up fourth in the order, cleaning up the designated player, number 13, Katie Brickerwell. Katie Brickerwell, a junior from Cypress, Texas, for the Southwestern Pirates. Averaging .385 in her 34th game. She has 10 hits. I beg your pardon, 10 home runs leading the Pirate squad. She'll hit this one. It may drop over to left center, and it does, and that'll bring in the first run. The stakes are cooking early. Put the ribeyes on, baby. Brickerwell will bring in Tori Montemayor. Brickerwell gets the RBI, and Southwestern gets on the board first, leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. So Brickerwell with the RBI single brings up fifth in the order the second baseman, number 9, Maddie Medford. Maddie batting .282, 111th at bat. She has scored 15 runs on 31 hits. This pitch in the zone for a strike, 0-1 early count. It's the first time in this game that Rains has thrown a strike on the first pitch. 0-1 delivery, again on first is Brickerwell for the Pirates. Rains lets this one deliver. Over to right, another base hit. Runners now at 1 and 2. That'll advance Brickerwell over to second, and Medford stands up tall at first. Sixth in the order, the catcher, number 7, Caitlin Francis, now at bat for the Pirates of Southwestern. Well, the bat swinging early here for Southwestern. Caitlin Francis averaging .360 in her 36th game now. She has started 31 of those. Her 87th at-bat. She has scored 15 runs on 31 hits. She also has 18 RBIs. She's touched 40 bases. For the catcher, Maddie Medford. Southwestern, we show them as a little dark gray on the scoreboard. They're in their black jerseys and yellow trim alongside them in black pants. This pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1. Kind of similar colors here. Texas Lutheran wearing gold jerseys with TLU written across the front in black, outlined in white. They're wearing black pants with the yellow stripe down the sides. 0-1 count here on Francis. Raines trying to get out of this inning. 0-1 on 2 outs. The right-handed wind-up delivery. Once again in the zone, 0-2. Francis falling behind. Again, want to welcome everybody on the YouTube live stream. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with the latest action of the 2019 SCAC Softball Championships right here on SHN Sports. Raines for the Bulldogs, 0-2, too far outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on 2 outs. Over in the coach's box for Southwestern, Coach Frobase giving direction to her players, yelling across over to first base. As that runner is Medford and Brickerell over at second. Francis trying to bring some more in. She'll swing on this one. It goes over to the pitcher, Raines. Grounds to Raines and throws over to Cates for the third and final out. But not before some damage was done for the Pirates in this inning. They score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 on base. We're middle of the first, bottom of the first coming up. Stay with us, friends. Southwestern and Texas Lutheran. Game 7 continues in a few moments. Welcome back to the Centenary Softball Complex here on the campus of Centenary College in beautiful Shreveport, Louisiana, under partially cloudy skies, keeping the direct sunlight off of us at times. Temperature 83 degrees, that wind blowing out of the south-southwest around 13, gusting near 20, keeping some of the balls in the parks. We have seen 1 home run here in not this game, but other games today. This is game 3 technically today of 5 games, but if you go back and look at the brackets, this is actually, I believe, game number 7 here today. There is 2 more games on tap here on SHN Sports. We'll have Championship Sunday tomorrow. Well, the Bulldogs first at bat here, the number 1 seed in this conference tournament. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 26, Kelly Jordan, followed by second in the order, the second baseman, number 5, Casey Martin, third in the order, the shortstop, number 30, Cassie Roach. For the Southwestern Pirates defense, in the circle is Bailey Meyer, the right-handed pitcher. Francis, of course, the catcher behind that home plate. Kofer over at first, Medford at second, Hearn at third, Silvas, the shortstop, and then from left to right, it's Nixon, Farber, and Montemayor. Umpires for today's game, the home plate umpire just in front of us as we sit right behind the home plate is John Reinhardt. First base, Chev Pinchback, and the third base umpire this afternoon, Daryl Woody. So again, Meyer getting her warm-up pitches on the mound as she will try to put some damage here to Texas Lutheran. And Texas Lutheran going to try to answer the Southwestern 1-0 early lead. Underway here in the bottom of the first. Thanks for joining us on SHN Sports. I'm Rob Hipp. Carl Schoening, Nathan Height in here as well helping us. And I say in here, we're actually outside right behind the bricks at home plate. Again, it's Kelly Jordan, the center fielder for the Bulldogs. First pitch to the outside. No, called a strike as it did come back in there. 0-1 count. It was a late call, but it was a strike. Kelly Jordan, a sophomore, batting .468, 46 runs on 51 hits. Next delivery, this one out of her reach. 1-1, even count on no outs. Just underway here in the bottom of the first. The Pirates lead 1-0 here in Game 7 of the 2019 SCAC Softball Championship Tournament. Meyer delivers too far to the outside. 2-1 count. We're talking more about Kelly Jordan from Texas Lutheran, from Brenham, Texas, a sophomore. Hey, man, that's home of a very famous ice cream company. We saw one of their trucks here in Shreveport. 2-1 delivery. Again, too far to the outside. Well ahead in the count now is Kelly Jordan. She's got an option here on a 3-1. Of course, if a good one comes in, she'll take a swing at it. But if she doesn't like what she sees, she can let her bat down and not have to worry. Meyer gets low, winds up and delivers to the outside, and a leadoff walk for Kelly Jordan. Well, the same thing happened for Southwestern on the previous at-bat for them as Montemayor reached with the leadoff walk, and Jordan will do the same thing for Texas Lutheran. Bring up second in the order, the second baseman, number 5, Casey Martin. Casey Martin, a freshman, batting .459, 36 games she has played in. Her 86th at-bat, scored 31 runs on 39 hits. The left-handed batter for the Bulldogs of Texas Lutheran. With 23 RBIs, trying to get another one here. First pitch inside the zone for a strike, 0-1. Corey Roach on deck, the shortstop for the Bulldogs. Special shout out to our good friend Mike McBride with KWED-FM, who is here in the house today. Next pitch too far to the outside to even the count at 1-1. Got to know Mike several years ago through a football game that we were covering in Austin, Texas. And he has done a phenomenal job on the radio call for Texas Lutheran for so many years. 1-1 delivery, places the bunt, drops right down where it needs to go, and she's able to beat it out. Runners on 1 and 2 for the Bulldogs. Wow, what a hit what a bump by Casey Martin. A lot of times you're just looking for the sacrifice, and on that one she placed it about 3 feet in front of home plate over off the third base line, actually right outside that corner, and allowed her to reach and beat it out over to first, and runner advances over to second is Jordan. The shortstop, Corey Roach, now at bat. Still no outs here for the Bulldogs of Texas Lutheran. Cassie Roach, the shortstop from Corpus Christi, Texas. First delivery on the way to the right-handed batter. And it's in the zone for a strike, 0-1. Boy, I'd love to be in Corpus right now and jump in that ocean with the way it is out here. Normally 83, 84 degrees, not too bad, but when you're sitting in direct sunlight, it feels more like about 95. 0-1 delivery. Places a bunt again, this time picked up and out over at first. A good job by Hearn to Kofer. And she'll be out. And Jordan will reach over to third and Martin over to second. Roach out on the choice for the first out. Brings up fourth in the order, cleaning up the first baseman, number 10, Madison Cates. Madison Cates, a junior, averaging .416 in her 32nd game. Her 90th at-bat of this 2019 campaign. 20 runs on 37 hits. She's got 26 RBIs. Trying to bring in a couple here. Her team trailing 1-0. This is a number 1 seed in the SCAC. And if you were watching some of the games yesterday, a lot of honors for this Texas Lutheran Bulldog team. Many players picking up not only just first team, but second team honors as well. This has always been a well-coached and a well-rounded team, Texas Lutheran. Pitch swung, hit hard into the net for a foul off the first base side. The count at 1-1 on 1 out. Also third on the team in RBIs, again, as I said earlier, 4. It's to leave. It is to the 2-2 to the outside. Brings it to the first full count of the afternoon that we've seen for either team. Chastity Rains more than likely see this one, and it goes outside. She'll reach on a walk, and bases are loaded for the first time in this ball game.
Right fielder number 16, Skylar O'Leary.
Madison Cates, who had the 2 runs come in, the double RBI earlier. She'll advance over to third. Cassie Maddox over to second, and now Chastity Rains with the walk over at first. Brings up 7th in the order, the right fielder, number 16, Skylar Ouellette. Ouellette, a right-handed batter. That dirt's already coming way down there in that right-handed batter's box. If you take a look at it from our perspective, it looks like when they get in there, they drop down about an inch because of the dirt, how much it's already torn out. And my goodness, we're only in the first inning here. Myers' first pitch was a strike, 0-1. This one over to the right. That's another base hit and another run scored, trying to come in and bring two. Francis gets the tag, and she's out. So Francis getting the tag for the second out. Madison Cates does come in and score the RBI to Skylar Ouellette. She'll reach over to first with the hit. Maddox tried to come around and score, but she was out as she was tagged
Left fielder number 7, Deanna Hernandez.
by Francis there as the catcher. Raines will reach over to third, but it is the second out. So 2 away. Texas Lutheran early in this game, leading 3-1. A little bit of discussion here over in the circle. And there's some chatting and laughing in that circle, and we're going to see a new pitcher come in here now. So that'll do it for Bailey Myers. She'll go 2/3 of an inning. For the Southwestern Pirates. So again, she'll go 2/3 of an inning, allowing 3 hits, 3 runs, no strikeouts, and 1 of them on a walk. New pitcher in there for the Southwestern Pirates is, I believe, number 25, Lexi Schaefer. So Schaefer will get her warm-up pitches in the circle. We'll step aside and take a break. Coverage of the 2019 SCAC Softball Championship continues on SHN Sports. Welcome back. Game 7 here on SHN Sports. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us for the 2019 SCAC Softball Tournament. Lexi Schaefer now in the circle for the Pirates of Southwestern from Georgetown, Texas. Schaefer with a 2.72 ERA. She's 2-0 in 2019, now in her 9th appearance. She's credited with 2 saves. She's pitched only 18 innings, allowing 16 hits, 7 runs on those. 7 of them were earned, walked 15, struck out 17. Again, Lexi Schaefer in the circle. The first delivery inside the zone for a strike. The early count, 0-1 on 8th in the order. The left fielder, number 7, Deanna Hernandez. Averaged 364 in her 34th game on her 67th at-bat. The next one a strike, and the runner's going to take off. And another run scored here by Texas Lutheran, as Raines will come in and score. It was a strike swinging by Deanna, and what happened on that play was Francis tried to throw it over to get a runner out. And an 0-2 count here for Deanna Hernandez. 4 runs now for TLU. This one hit over to Medford at second, throws to Kofer at first, and that'll retire the side, but not before the damage is done in that inning. For Texas Lutheran, taking care of business. They go through 8 batters.
Bottom of the first, 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base.
There was 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Again, Meyer will finish 2/3 of an inning, allowing 3 hits. She'll be credited with that other run that came in as that runner was left on base. So 4 runs over to her, no strikeouts, and 1 walk. We'll step aside and take a break. We're through 1 on a beautiful afternoon here in Shreveport, Louisiana. SCAC tournament action continues in a few moments. Leading off for the Southwestern Pirates to start things here in the top of the second inning will be the bottom of the order, the left fielder in that 7th spot, number 12, Kylie Nixon. She's averaging .348 in her 30th game now, 19th start, her 70th at bat. She's scored 10 runs on 24 hits. She has doubled 6 times, 15 RBIs. She's touched 30 bases. And for Nixon, she is on base, though, at .408. Again, for the Pirates, the left fielder, number 12, Kylie Nixon.
Number 12, Kylie Nixon.
With her team trailing 4-1. They put up 1 run back in the previous inning. Montemayor was able to come around and score off the Brickerell RBI. Rains in the circle. The delivery too high upstairs. Bounces into the brick in front of us. May have been just above the brick and hit our plastic, I believe. And that it did. The equipment's fine. 1-0 early count here on Kylie Nixon. Well, again, this Pirates team defeated Centenary 3-2 yesterday. This pitch too far to the outside, 2-0. That will be our next game here on SHN Sports. It'll be the 6th-seeded Dallas who upset Shriner back in Game 5 this morning. Another gust of wind blew everything away over here. I got to tell you, man, when it gusts, it gusts. It's not just a little gingerly gust. It's, hey, let's blow everything out of the park gust. 3-0 count here. The next one a ball, this one inside. Got a walk, or beg your pardon, got a strike actually in the zone there on Kylie Nixon. So again, that next game will be the 6th-seeded Dallas versus the 3rd-seed Centenary. Carl Schoening will be back on that call. 3-1 delivery. To the inside, another leadoff walk to start things here in this inning. This time it's Kylie Nixon.
Shortstop number 4, Celeste Silvas.
Brings up 8th in the order, the shortstop number 4, Celeste Silvas for the Pirates of Southwestern University. Celeste Silvas averaging .412 in her 34th game. She has scored 27 runs on 47 hits, 14 RBIs. She's touched 52 bases. The left-handed batter for the Pirates, again, Celeste Silvas, the shortstop. This delivery off the right arm of Rains in the zone for a strike. 0-1 early delivery. Silvas, also from Corpus Christi, Texas, a senior. This pitch, high up, gets out of the reach, trying to get out and beat it out, and she'll reach on an error. Another runner coming around for the Pirates. And that will put Nixon over at 3rd and Silvas over at 2nd.
Third baseman number 10, Andrea Hearn.
So the ground ball shall reach on the air to Silvas. That'll put runners on the corners. Nixon over at that hot corner at 3rd. And actually Silvas, I beg your pardon, over at 2nd. First pitch on the way to Hearn is a strike in the zone. The 3rd baseman, number 10, Andrea Hearn. She had a great game yesterday as the Pirates defeated Centenary 3-2. Andrea Hearn from League City, Texas, a junior. Rains, right-handed delivery. Too close to the inside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on no outs. Well, as I was talking to Glenn, the assistant SID for Southwestern, earlier he was here in the house. This is a turnaround season for the Southwestern Pirates as they finish here in the 2nd seed. This one slapped over foul off the 3rd base line, just off the foot of Coach Andela Frobase. 1-2 count, no outs. Hearn outside the box, a right-handed batter for the Pirates. And the 3rd baseman steps back into the right-handed batter's box. She's in the trench now as the dirt's dug away. A little bit of time here by Rain. She wants to make sure she gets the right pitch. Cantu, the catcher. This one again slapped over to third. Maddox will throw, and the out is tagged at home plate. Well, Nixon not able to come in and score. Tag there as Maddox threw it over to Cantu for the first out of the inning. Silvas, though, does advance over to third. Hearn at first on the fielder's choice. So runners again right back into the hot corners. We are one away. We go back to the top of the order. The right fielder, number 3, Tori Maddox. She reached on a walk and was able to come around and score on the Brickerell RBI back in the first. This delivery swung up, will fall up under and into the glove of Jordan as she's running over at center, but the sacrifice fly will bring in runs for the Pirates.
Center fielder number 17, Jordan Farber.
So Silvas will come in and score on the play. Montemayor was out over the fly to center field for the second out. So Hearn remains over at first. She didn't advance. She didn't even try to take off. Jordan Farber, the center fielder for the Pirates. An 0-1 count. The next pitch too far to the outside. Even the count at 1-1 on 2 outs. Farber was out as she hit one over to the pitcher, Raines, who threw it to Cates back in that previous inning. This one up into the air, and it drops as Jordan makes a run on it from center field for the third and final out. In this inning, 1 run on no hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base for the Pirates. We'll step aside and take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, friends. Game 7 of the 2019 SCAC softball tournament on SHN Sports continues in just a few moments. Welcome back to Shreveport, Louisiana, on the campus of Centenary College. I'm Rob Hipp here at Centenary Softball Complex, where it is a 4-2 Texas Lutheran lead as we get started to start things here in the bottom of the second inning. It was a very productive and powerful first inning for the Bulldogs of Texas Lutheran, again, as they put up 4 runs. We'll lead off here, bottom of the order. They went through 8 batters. We'll lead off here with the designated player, number 4, Kaylee Chatham. Kaylee Chatham averaging .394 in her 25th game now. She started 13 of those, including this one. Actually, her 25th game. Her 34th at-bat, first pitch in the zone for a strike. Great pitch there by Schaefer, who came in place of Bailey Meyer for the Pirates after 2/3 of an inning. 16 runs on 13 hits here for Kaylee Chatham. The second pitch on the 0-1. This one too low to the inside. Evens the count at 1-1 on no outs. Next pitch to Chatham. A little bit of a riser, but too far up into the outside. 2-1 batters count for Kaylee Chatham. Next delivery in the zone for a strike to even the count at 2-2 on no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Next delivery, swung on. Over to center, and that's a base hit. Dropped right where it needed to go. Just out of the reach of Silvas over at short, and that is a single for Kaylee Chatham.
Center fielder number 26, Kelly Jordan.
It'll bring up the left-handed batter back to the top of the order, the center fielder, number 26, Kelly Jordan, for the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. Jordan Ofer, she reached on a walk and was able to come around and score as part of that scoring frenzy back in the first. His first pitch too far away for a ball, 1-0 count. This is the third game of 5 that we'll have here this evening on SHN Sports. This pitch slapped on off the glove of Schaefer at the circle. And for Texas Lutheran, runners now on the corners. So Chatham will advance over to third and Jordan over to first.
Second baseman number 5, Casey Martin.
Bring up second in the order, the second baseman for Texas Lutheran, number 5, Casey Martin, who's 1 for 1. She singled in the first and was eventually able to come around and score. Next delivery, swung on to the second baseman, Mefford. She'll throw to home. The runner's safe, just in the nick of time. So Chatham will come around and score. Jordan will run fast all the way over to third, and runners remain in that hot corner at first and third. So Martin reached over to first on the fielder's choice. And now Martin will advance over to second base. So Jordan's over at third, Martin at second. So runners at 2 and 3. This delivery too high upstairs. The count 2-0 on Texas Lutheran shortstop Cassie Roach. Martin there with the stolen base moments ago over to second. This next delivery, chop foul off the third base line. 2 balls, 1 strikes on no outs. Next one a ball, too far away, 3-1 count. So 3 balls and 1 strikes here on the shortstop, number 30, Cassie Roach. Schaefer delivers. Too close to the inside, and it'll allow Roach to reach on a walk. And once again, the bases are loaded for Texas Lutheran. Brings up fourth in the order the first baseman, number 10, Madison Cates. She singled in the first and eventually able to come around and score back in that first inning. She scored the 3rd run. It's currently 5-2. Texas Lutheran leads here in game number 7 of this 2019 Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference baseball or softball championship. And this one to pitch a ball as it was too low to the end for Madison Cates. Cates also scoring, but she also has 2 RBIs as that hit she had brought in too. This one too high upstairs, 2-0 count. Still no outs here with bases loaded in the bottom of this second inning. This is a Southwestern Pirate team that has had a phenomenal season. Next pitch, a strike, 2-1. This windup and delivery. Another one up the middle, and runs will come in and score. At least one. One run will come in and score. And Madison Cates now with 3 RBIs as she will bring in Jordan. Casey Martin will advance over to third. Cassie Roach over to second, and Cates will stand tall at first. Brings up fifth in the order the third baseman, number 12, Cassie Maddox. Maddox here in this early afternoon, starting to turn into evening. The third baseman singled in the first, but she was out for the second out back in the first. A little bit of discussion now in the circle as Southwestern Pirate head coach Angela Frobase talking things over with her players. It's 6-2 your score, Texas at Lutheran. A commanding early lead here as they've been doing damage in both innings so far, and especially here in the second. They put up 4 runs back in the first. They've scored 2 here in the second, but no outs. And bases continue to remain loaded. Coach Frobase will head back over to her dugout with her players. We'll see if the conference will help change any mindset for these Pirates right now as they face a 4-run deficit, 6-2. Texas Lutheran looking to add more insurance papers here in the inning. Well, this pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes on Cassie Maddox, who is 1 for 1 this afternoon. The 1-0 pitch, too far to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 delivery. Low again, and 3 pitches, 3 quick balls here for Southwestern's Lexi Schaefer. She took over after 2/3 innings was pitched by Bailey Meyer back in the first. Next delivery, way too high upstairs, and that walk will force a run. So that'll bring Casey Martin in. Runner Roach will advance over to third. Cates over to second. And Maddox reaching on the walk over to first. And I believe we're going to see another pitching change. We will here for the Pirates. Into the circle and getting warm-up pitches for Southwestern is Nadia Newtek. So Nadia Newtek in the circle. We'll step aside and take a quick break. Stay with us, friends. Game 7 SCAC softball tournament coverage continues in a few moments. So that'll be it for Lexi Schaefer. She'll go 1/3 of an innings pitched only, allowing 3 hits on 3 runs, walked 1, no strikeouts. It'll bring up number 14, Nadia Newtek, for the Pirates of Southwestern University. Nadia Newtek, a 3.12 ERA. 7-1 this season. She's appeared in 14 games, started 2 of those, 1 save. She's pitched 40 1/3 innings, 53 hits, only 19 runs on those 53 hits. Nadia Nutek on the circle. First 2 pitches, first 2 strikes to Chastity Rains, 0-2 count. Nadia Nutek, a right-handed pitcher just outside of Austin, the junior from Buda, Texas. Little cloud cover settling over the field now. This delivery too far to the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Chastity Rains. Chastity 0 for here this afternoon. She reached on a walk, was able to come around and score the 4th run back in the first. 1-2, wind up and deal. This is another hit over the right and another run scored for Texas Lutheran. Oh, baby, the damage working here for the Bulldogs as they are snarling their way into this game early, 8-2.
Right fielder number 16, Skylar Roulette.
The stakes are cooking here this afternoon as Roach will come in and score off of the Chastity Rains RBI single. Cates over to third, Maddox to second, Rains at first. 7th in the order, the right fielder, number 16, Skylar Roulette. She's 1 for 1. She'll swing. This one hits over to short to Silvas, and she'll throw to second, and the runner is out at second for the first out. Another run does come in and score, though, as Cates will come around and score. Maddox advances over to third.
Number 7, Deanna Hernandez.
Roulette will reach on the fielder's choice, and Rains is out there at second base for the first out. Texas Lutheran trying to steal, throws over to home, the tag, and the runner is out, sliding into home. So Maddox was trying to come into home, and a great job by the Pirates throwing it, and Francis able to get the tag for the second out. A little 2-4-2 action as it was Francis over to second and back to Francis. 1-0 count here, this one. Popped up, short, will throw over to first, and that'll do it. Well, we got close to batting around, but we didn't get there quite. And that will do it here for the second inning. 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. We'll take a break. We'll step aside. 2019 SCAC tournament action continues here on SHN Sports. Welcome back to Shreveport, Louisiana. Rob Hipp here for game number 7 of the 2019 Oh my goodness, I'm starting to get the heat to me, Nathan. The SCAC softball tournament here on SHN Sports, the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference. It took me a second there, Nathan, but I got it out. Leading off here for the Pirates of Southwestern in the top of this third inning is the first baseman, number 24, Caitlin Kofer. Second pitch on the way to Kofer is a strike. The count at 1-1. One count. Swung on, hit foul, 1-2. Caitlin Kofer, again, third in the order, the first baseman. She's 0 for 1 this afternoon. She was unassisted, tagged at first for the second out back in the first. The Pirates trailing 9-2 here in the top of the third. This one popped up over to second, and Martin will make the grab. Pretty routine play there with a little bit of sunshine on her left cheek as the sun is making a friendly appearance in between the scattered clouds here in Shreveport, Louisiana. A seasonably warm day.
Number 13, Katie Brickerwell.
We are one away. Bring up fourth in the order, the designated player. This pitch well out of the way, and luckily nobody on base. The designated player, number 13, Katie Brickerwell. Brickerwell 1 for 1 this afternoon. She singled in the first, but was left stranded at second back in that inning. It's part of the 3 that have been left on total here this afternoon in Shreveport, Louisiana. 1-0 count. 9-2, Texas Lutheran leads. Southwestern trying to dig away from this deficit they find themselves into. The next pitch outside for a ball. 2-0 on 1 out. Good eye by Brickerwell. You're on the 2-0. The third pitch, another one too close to the inside, and it's 3 balls, no strikes for Katie Brickerwell. She's in a batter's count. Next delivery. This one in the zone for a strike, 3-1. These past few pitches have all been close to the inside. Rarely see a swing unless it's something really good. Brickerwell didn't take a nab at that one. 3-1 delivery. Brickerwell will hit this one. It gets up under her, and it may drop, and it does, right over at left center, just in front of Jordan and Roach, the shortstop, and that's a base hit for Southwestern's Katie Brickerwell. So a 1-out single will bring up fifth in the order the second baseman, number 9, Maddie Medford. 9-2, Texas Lutheran with the 7-run advantage here in the top of the third inning. At Centenary Softball Complex in the 2019 SCAC Softball Championships. Medford's first pitch in the zone, or to her in the zone, for a strike, 0-1 on 1 out. Maddie Medford 1 for 1 this afternoon. She singled in the first but was left stranded, part of 2 that were left on back in that first inning. Raines winds up, delivers. This is a base hit over just shy to right center. And Southwestern with runners on 1 and 2. That'll advance Brickerwell over to second. Medford reaches on the single over to first. 6 in the order, the catcher, number 7, Caitlin Francis, who's 0 for 1 this afternoon. In the on-deck circle now, makes her way to that right-handed batter's box. Caitlin had some great grabs yesterday for Southwestern on the catcher's end. A couple of them were actually right in the net, right in front of us. A very hard player. A very competitive player. This delivery got her in the zone for a strike. As Francis kind of gave a little look there to the home plate umpire, John Reinhardt, saying, okay, whatever. 0-1 count. Just a little friendly wink, if you will. Next windup and delivery. This one chopped over to short. Roach has it, throws over to third, and that runner, Brickerwell, is out as she was trying to advance over.
Left fielder number 12, Kylie Nixon.
And that'll be for the second out. And Francis will reach on the fielder's choice. That will advance Medford over to second. First one swung on and hit foul just into the bricks in front of us. Kylie Nixon, the left fielder. The early count 0-1 on 2 outs. Again, it's Medford over at second. Francis at first, who reached on the fielder's choice moments ago. 0-1, 2 away. Too far outside, even the counted 1 ball and 1 strike on 2 outs here in the top of the third. This one swung on and a dead ball, foul called. 1-2. Kylie Nixon finds herself in a 1-2 with 2 outs. Her teammates on 1 and 2. This delivery over to the pitcher, Rains, and Rains will flip and dip over to first to Cates, and that'll do it for the third and final out on a 1-3 putout. In this inning for the Pirates, no runs on 1, actually 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on. So again, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. We're midway. They're 2 1/3 innings. We are midway at the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Stay with us, friends. SCAC softball tournament action right here on SHN Sports continues in just a few moments. Welcome back to SCAC tournament action, softball tournament action here on SHN Sports. Bulldogs back at bat now. We'll start things in the bottom of the 4th, leading off the designated player, number 4, Kaylee Chatham. At the bottom of the 3rd, I beg your pardon. She'll have a lead off, maybe double. She hits it over to left. And it is standing up tall, a leadoff double for Kaylee Chatham. And the Bulldogs get right back to where they left off. Leading by 7, 9-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Takes us back to the top of the order for Texas Lutheran, the center fielder, number 26, Kelly Jordan. She is 1 for 1 this afternoon. She scored both times at bat. A leadoff walk and eventually able to come around and score the first run back in the 1st, then scoring the 5th run after a single and runners advancing her back in the 2nd. 1-0 early count. The first one was a ball. Next delivery. Low to the outside. 2 pitches, 2 balls. New Tech trying to find the zone for the Pirates. This is a very tough and competitive Texas Lutheran Bulldog team. This one was hit foul way over behind the fence and way beyond the Southwestern Pirate dugout. Over off the left field side, actually off that third base side, 2-1 on the 3rd pitch. Finally a strike here for Kelly Jordan. Once again, friends, want to welcome you to the broadcast. If you're on the stream, you're hearing me, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and also enable notifications to know every time we go live in this 2019 SCAC tournament. Timeout called here as Jordan steps away out of that left-handed batter's box. Now she's back in it. New Tech delivers to the outside yet again, 3-1. A hitter's count here for Kelly Jordan. She's got her options on a 3-1 coming up. A lot of separation in the clouds now, quite a bit of sunshine. 3-1 delivery, too far to the outside, and reaching on a walk is Jordan. So the 3rd pitcher for the Pirates of Southwestern University, Bailey Meyer, went through 2/3 innings, allowing 3 hits, 4 runs on those 3 hits. Then it was number 25, Lexi Schaefer. She only pitched 1/3 of an inning, allowing 4 runs on 3 hits. She was responsible for one of those that was left on before. Ball gets away from Francis here, and the runner will advance over to third as Chatham. Also over to second is Jordan. Leave a 1-0 count here on Casey Martin. Now a ball, 1-1 even count. Next delivery on a 1-1, hit hard but foul, way over and again behind the Pirate dugout off that third base line. They counted 1 ball and 2 strikes on Casey Martin. She's 1 for 2 this afternoon. She has also scored both times she's been at bat. Had a leadoff single in the first, came around and scored off of a Madison Cates RBI. Reached on a fielder's choice and a stolen base, and eventually able to come around and score back in the second as well, scoring that 6th run. 9-2, Texas Lutheran with a commanding lead here early in the bottom of the third. No outs. This one over to short, Silvas. And throws back over to third, and the runner is safe. Silvas threw it to Hearn. As Chatham was off base, she dove back just in the nick of time, and yet again, the bases are loaded for the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. Jordan advances over to second on the pass ball. Chatham will be given a stolen base over to third. And then Martin reaching on a fielder's choice. First pitch to Cassie Roach, a strike, who's now at bat, the shortstop, 0-1. With bases loaded. Next one low for a ball, 1-1, no outs. This has been what kind of game it's been early here for Texas Lutheran. Run rules are in effect. It's an 8-run lead after 5. This pitch too close to the inside, 2-1. The Pirates rolling into this championship game. This one will chop over to third. Hearn will throw to home. That runner out as the bag is tased and got a double play. Oh, baby. Beautiful field work by the Pirates in the rare softball double play.
First baseman number 10, Madison Cates.
So Chatham was out, trying to come into home. Brings up Madison Cates here, who's 0 for 1. Next one on the way, a ball, 1-1 count. So runners on 2 and 3 for Texas Lutheran. This one a hard hit over to right, and it's going to go foul. Right at the corner over in right field at the 192 sign. The count at 1-2 after the foul. Madison Cates. One ball, 2 strikes on Madison Cates. Again, Jordan over at third, Martin at second. Next pitch out of her way. Even the count at 2-2 on 2 outs. Well, this would be something for the Pirates here if they can get out of this one. Runners on 2 and 3, 2 away. That double play surely helped things. Newtek in the circle for the Pirates. The third pitcher of the afternoon. This one chopped foul and into the fence of the Southwestern Pirate dugout just in front of them, the safety protection fence. 2-2, the count remains. You know, the visors protecting the sunshine of those fielders for the Pirates at the moment. This pitch curved to the outside. Nice little riser ball as it curves outside. Brings it to a full count at 3-2. And this is the second time this afternoon that a Pirates pitcher has faced a 3-2. Wow, great field work by Silvas. Throws over to first, and that'll do it. Oh, baby, as Cates had a nice lick on it. But the great field work by Silvas over at short, she's able to throw the dagger to first for the third and final out. And after bases go loaded for the Bulldogs, no runs scored, no more damage done in the third inning. So again, no runs on one hit, no errors. No errors, and 2 are left on base. 9-2 your score as we climb our way to the top of the fourth inning. Stay with us, friends. 2019 Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference Softball Championship action continues right here on SHN Sports. Welcome back to Centenary Softball Complex here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as we're about to get underway in the top of the fourth inning. It is a 9-2 Texas Lutheran lead. Southwestern defense taking care of their business back in the bottom of the third, and the Pirates will lead off here to start things in the top of the fourth. It'll be the shortstop, 8th in the order, Celeste Silvas. First pitch on the way to her. Good eye to the outside of the left-handed batter. Early count here, 1-0. Silvas 0 for 1. She reached on an error, and she did come around and score the second run that's on the board for the Pirates right now in the second inning. The next pitch also low into the dirt to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. So again, Silvas, a left-handed batter for these Pirates of Southwestern University out of Georgetown, Texas. Raines remains on the mound. Right-handed wind-up windmill. This one hit over into foul territory to the fans off the third base side. 2-1 the count. Silvas getting the first strike on the third pitch. Raines taking her time, now in motion. Deals. This one hit over to second base. Martin throws to Cates for a pretty routine ground out for the first out.
The third baseman, number 10, Andrea Hearn.
Brings up 9th in the order, the third baseman, number 10, Andrea Hearn. Andrea 0 for 1. She reached on a fielder's choice back in the second, but was left stranded. That on a 1-2 count. Hearn, the third baseman, trying to give her team some life, trailing 9-2 here in the top of the fourth. Not much wind now to speak of. Right-handed hit over to short. Great field work by Roach to throw the dagger to first to Cates for the second out. A quick 2-up, 2 down for the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs.
Right fielder number 3, Tori Montemayor.
Takes us back to the top of the order. The right fielder number 3, Tori Montemayor. Montemayor is 0 for 1 this afternoon. Reached on a walk, came around and scored the first run for the Pirates off the Brickerell RBI. She also popped one up over to center. The second out back in the second. She'll hit this one over to short. Roach again staying busy. Throws the strike right over to Cates. And it's a quick 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Texas Lutheran trying to add more runs to their 7-run lead. Currently leading 9-2. We'll be right back here on SHN Sports. Back in action from Centenary College here at Centenary Softball Complex in beautiful Shreveport, Louisiana. on a warm but somewhat tolerable afternoon here, around 85, 84 degrees, as we are in the sunshine right up behind home plate on the first row press area. Not a box, just the press area here in the softball complex. As we get things started here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Texas Lutheran leading 9-2. Remember, the 8-run rule is in effect, and that'll take place starting in the fifth inning. The Lutheran Bulldogs are the number 1 seed, so they act as the home team here at this neutral playing field. Centenary has the benefit of being the school host, and with being the school host, they've lost the first game, came back and won though. And they will play. They actually lost their second game yesterday versus Southwestern, but they did take care of business in game number 6 against Trinity. Those are the 2 teams that have been eliminated from the championship so far. Schreiner, the 4th seed, and Trinity, the 5th seed. Schreiner was upset by the 6th seed, University of Dallas, who came in here. This one over to left, making the running grab. What a snag out there by Farber at center for the Pirates. It was a good hit by Cassie Maddox, but Farber said, I'm going to run into it and grab it for the first out. That'll bring up 6 in the order. The pitcher, number 6, Chastity Rains. An RBI single back in that second inning. She also reached on a walk in the first, came around and scored the 4th run for the Bulldogs. She was out over at second base for the first out in the second. This pitch on the way. She'll pop this one up over to center, taking just a few steps back as Farber. Looked like a routine grab, but she had an awkward angle and still was able to haul it down. She took about 4 steps backwards. She'll get a high five from her teammate over at right field, Montemayor. A quick 2 up, 2 down for the Pirates. Back-to-back pop flies over to center. That will bring up 7th in the order, the right fielder, number 16, Skylar Ouellette. Ouellette, a right-handed batter for Texas Lutheran. And this will be a single as she hits it over to left and right in front of the glove of Nixon over at left. The shift is to the right a little bit. Nixon able to just take a few steps over because she's already in that shift and makes the grab. But a good single there by Ouellette on a 2-out single. 8th in the order, the left fielder, number 7, Deanna Hernandez here for the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. She is 0 for 2. She grounded over to second back in the first and then over to short for the 3rd out back in the second. And we actually have a new batter in there for number 7, Hernandez. This will be number 2, Rebecca Snow. So Rebecca Snow, a left-handed batter for the Bulldogs, in for Hernandez. This pitch to the outside, a 1 ball, no strikes on Rebecca Snow. Rebecca Snow from Tomball, Texas, a junior. Another pitch low. Francis able to get behind it, thankfully. There is a runner out there on first as Ouellette after her single moments ago. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away as Texas Lutheran leads 9-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning at Centenary Softball Complex in this 2019 softball championship, part of the SCAC conference. Another pitch, 3-0 on Snow. The next delivery, a right arm swing, walked her. So reaching on the walk is Snow. That will force Ouellette over to second. Brings us to the bottom of the order, the designated player, number 4, Kaylee Chatham.
Now batting the designated player, number 4, Kaylee Chatham.
So Kaylee Chatham here this afternoon is 2 for 2. She singled and scored back in the second, then doubled, but tried to steal over to third. Then she was trying to come home and was out for the first out back in the third. That was part of that double play. Bases were loaded in that inning for Texas Lutheran. They didn't bring any in. First pitch on the way, a ball, 1-0 count here on Kaylee Chatham. A little bit of time called here as Chatham will step out of that right-handed batter's box. We're currently game number 7. Game number 8 coming up, scheduled for 5:30. This one will pop up over to Medford at second. Good communication there by Montemayor, and that'll be the third out. So once again, Southwestern able to take care of business on the pop-over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base for the Bulldogs. They have already left on 6 here this afternoon, but they've been able to score 9. All of those runs coming in the first and second inning. We're through things here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll reset and start over as we head to the top of the 5th inning. We'll take a break. Stay with us. SCAC tournament action here in Shreveport, Louisiana continues in just a few moments.
Center fielder number 17, Jordan Farber.
Welcome back to action here. Leading off at the top of the 5th inning for the Southwestern Pirates is the center fielder number 17, Jordan Farber. First one on the way to the outside, 1-0 count. Next pitch away as well, 2-0 count. So for Texas Lutheran, Callie Chatham now over at third base. Next pitch, this one hit right over unassisted tag for the first out to Cates at the first base for the first out. Brings up third in the order the first baseman, number 24, Caitlin Kofer.
Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Caitlin Kofer.
So just one more time, Chatham now over at third base for Texas Lutheran. Kofer 0 for 2 this afternoon for the Pirates as they trail 9-2 here in the top of the 5th. This swung on and hit over to second. Martin, a routine throw to first to Cates for the second out. Little grounder there to second. Quick 2 up, 2 down. Don't look now, but it's already 4 in a row for Raines. Actually, I beg your pardon, it is 6 in a row for Raines retired. Going back to the third on that third out. It was a quick 3 up, 3 down in the 4th inning. She's trying to emulate that here in the 5th. 4th in the order, the designated player, number 13, Katie Brickerwell. And the first pitch to the outside, 1 ball, no strikes on Brickerwell. Raines in the circle, sunshine just on her left cheek. This one swung on, hit into the safety fence in front of the Southwestern dugout off the third baseline. The count even at 1-1 on 2 outs. A 1-1 pitch. This one swung hard, hit foul as it's going to sail way up into the air and behind the Southwestern dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes on 2 outs. Again, Raines trying to go another 3 up, 3 down. She did it in the 4th. She's trying to go for her 7th retire in a row. And it'd be nice if you could retire 7 times. swung on over to right. Chasing it down is Ouellette. Actually, the second baseman, Martin, will come in and make the grab, and another 3 up, 3 down. No runs, hits, errors, nobody left on, and again, another quick 3 up, 3 down. As things are rocking and rolling here for Texas Lutheran. A 7-run lead, 9-2, Texas Lutheran leading. And I just got word they're in the 18th inning. Where is that again right now? 18th inning? Over at Kerrville. And between who again? Yeah, so Texas Lutheran and Shriner. That is unbelievable. Whew, thank goodness we're not making that call. And that's, as Matthew says, he's the SID, or the first game of a doubleheader. So we'll step aside and take a quick break. We're heading into the bottom of the 5th inning here in Shreveport, Louisiana. The 2019 SCAC Softball Championships right here on SHN Sports continue in just a few moments. It's getting started here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Texas Lutheran with a commanding 9-2 lead. Again, here in the bottom of the 5th and leading off. We go back to the top of the order. The center fielder, number 26, Kelly Jordan. First pitch too far out of reach, 1-0 count. New Tech remains in the circle for the Pirates, trailing 9-2. Right-handed windmill windup. Again, too far outside. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. 9-2 we are. Here in the bottom of the 5th. New Tech gets the call, gets the pitch, gets it too far outside again. 3 quick pitches, 3 quick balls thrown. Next delivery. Got her this time in the zone. That was a good pitch. Nice little riser there to make it 3-1. A 3-1 slapped over to short. Silvas over to Kofer. And the runner was able to beat it out. It was a good strike there from Silvas trying to get it over to Kofer. She's been a little busy this afternoon, but Jordan just too much sparks behind those feet, and she'll get the leadoff single on a 3-1 pitch. Brings up second in the order the second baseman, number 5, Casey Martin. She's 1 for 3 this afternoon, scoring twice though. She's reached on a fielder's choice twice. That's where you get the 0 and 2 on that, or the 2 part of that 1-2, I beg your pardon. 1-0 count here on Martin. First pitch of ball. The 1-0 pitch. Just shy outside of the strike zone. A little low. 2-0 count. Next pitch. Going to try to throw him out, and there was nobody there to collect that ball. Francis was trying to make the play. The runner will advance over to second as Jordan on the stolen base. And a ball, I believe, was thrown there on that last one. No, it was a strike. 2-1. Beg your pardon. We just got the call there from the home plate umpire, John Reinhardt. 3-1. Or 2-1. Beg your pardon. Martin places bunt, puts it down on a dead ball. She'll have to come back. It's a strike, 2-2. Of course, we're in game number 7 right now. The winner of this game will advance tomorrow. Next one, a strike 3, or beg your pardon, a ball 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up here for New Tech. Runner on second for Texas Lutheran. Time called. And a balk is called on New Tech. And Coach, you don't see, you see balks a lot of them, but you don't see too many of them out here. And a balk is called, and so that will automatically allow Martin to advance over. No, too much time was called. Not a balk, too much time. Throw over, runner out over at first for the first out. Jordan will advance over to third.
Now batting the first baseman, number 10, Madison Cates.
There was a balk. She presented twice like she was going to start.
There was no balk on that. It was the pitcher took too much time, is I believe what happened. I initially heard someone say balk up here. I repeated that. I apologize. It wasn't. The pitcher took too much time, and that's why the runner wasn't allowed to advance. I don't think I've seen that call in a long time. So runners on 2 and 3 for Texas Lutheran, leading at 9-2. It's a 7-run advantage here in the bottom of the 5th, 1 away. Yeah, and the next run here may win, and that may do it, and that will do it. The 8th run comes in, and Texas Lutheran wins the game on an 8-run rule. And that's all they needed, and that's all they got. And that'll do it here as Texas Lutheran takes this game 10-2 on an 8-run rule here in the 5th inning. Bailey Meyer will go 2/3 of an inning, allowing 3 hits on 4 runs. She walked 1. Lexi Schaefer comes in for the Pirates, 1/3 of an inning, allowing 4 runs on 3 hits. And then Nadia Newtek for the Pirates came in the second, and she stayed in throughout the game. But not able to hold on here as the Pirates fall in this game. Southwestern will play later tonight at 8 p.m., and I'll be back on the call for that game. They will play the winner of Dallas Centenary that is coming up here in just a little bit. So Texas Lutheran will advance to the championship game tomorrow. We'll have that action right here on SHN Sports. Stay with us, friends. We'll have post-game interviews and more with Texas Lutheran. We'll be right back here on SHN Sports.
We're back at the 2019 SCAC softball tournament in Shreveport, Louisiana, on the college campus of Centenary College. I'm joined by Texas Lutheran University head coach Wade Wilson, along with junior Madison Cates. The Bulldogs picking up a decisive win today, 10-2 over Southwestern, to advance to the SCAC championship tomorrow in 5 innings. And first of all, Coach Madison, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach, honestly, it looked like a much different team today than yesterday. Very impressive stuff. To me, it starts with those two at the top. Kelly Jordan, Casey Martin, they just create so much havoc on the base pass. 5 of your 10 runs scored between those two women today. Just talk about your offensive performance and what those two at the top of the lineup do for this group.
Our kids had a good plan, you know. I mean, we beat a really good softball team today, and I'm super proud of them. I thought we played so much better than we did yesterday, and to see them answer, and you know, I'm so proud of them. They did a tremendous job today.
Madison, outstanding afternoon at the plate for you. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Really, you know, kind of the spark plug to this team hitting-wise offensively today. Just take me through your afternoon and how you were able to be so successful there at the box.
Like you said, I think it had a big thing to do with the batters that come in front of me. I really fed off their energy. They did a good job, and hitting is just so contagious.
For the second straight day, you surrender a run in the top of the first inning. Today you respond valiantly as a team. You know, how were you able to kind of put that first half inning behind you as a group and come out and really focus on what you're able to control and take care of your business?
I think a big part of it is there's nothing you can do about something that's already happened, so you got to clear your head and work on the next play, and I think we did good at that.
And finally, Coach, advancing to another SCAC championship tomorrow, making it easy for you in terms of the amount of games you got to play and the time out here in the sun. What will be your message to your women? What will be key for this team to just continue the momentum that you really gained today and try and pick up another SCAC title tomorrow?
Well, we're going to have to beat a good team, and whoever we're playing tomorrow is going to come in with some momentum, you know. So we're going to have to play really well, and it's just, you know, we treat every game the same. Every game's important. It's the most important game we're playing. We're trying not to ever look ahead or behind. So we're going to have to be a really good softball team tomorrow, and if we play like we did today, I like our chances.
Texas Lutheran advancing to the SCAC championship game tomorrow. First game start at 1 o'clock. TLU with the win today, impressively 10-2 over Southwestern in 5 innings. Head coach Wade Wilson along with junior Madison Cates. Coach Madison, congratulations.
Thank you.
SHNsports.com. Stay with us. This was just game 3 of our 5-game set today. 2 more games coming your way. Up next, University of Dallas taking on Centenary in an elimination game. We'll be back in 30 minutes with all the coverage. Stay tuned with us. Thank you.